Do you ever feel that restless, twitchy feeling of boredom? Like your brain is buzzing, just begging for something to do? What if I told you that boredom isn't a character flaw? It's just a whisper from your brain saying, hey, I'm understimulated here. It's a sign that your unique brain wiring is craving a specific kind of input. Think of it this way. Some of us have brains that are wired like a race. We need speed, new tasks, a fast pace, and constant challenges to feel alive. Our dopamine system is basically a novelty junkie, always on the lookout for the next new thing. If you're this person, a repetitive job or a slow weekend can feel like torture. Your brain is screaming for stimulation, and when it doesn't get it, that feeling we call boredom sets in. You might be the person who has a dozen hobbies, loves to travel to new places, and gets excited by a complex problem at work. That's not a lack of focus. It's a need for high stimulation. On the other hand, some people have brains that are more like calm, steady riverboats. They don't need constant novelty to feel engaged. In fact, they can find deep satisfaction and entertainment in simple routines. Their mind finds comfort, not boredom, in repetition and depth. They can happily spend hours perfecting a single skill, reading a dense book, or just enjoying the quiet rhythm of a familiar day. For them, too much change and chaos can be overwhelming and stressful. Their brains thrive on predictability and the chance to dive deep into one thing. It's crucial to understand that neither of these styles is better or worse. One isn't smarter or more disciplined than the other. It's simply about your brain's natural sensitivity to stimulation. The race car brain isn't impatient. It's just highly sensitive and needs more input to reach its optimal level of engagement. The riverboat brain isn't boring. It's just less sensitive to a lack of novelty and can create its own engagement internally. So, how do you figure out which one you are? It's pretty simple. If you find yourself getting bored easily, constantly looking for your phone, or needing background noise to concentrate, you're probably a novelty seeker with a race car brain. You thrive on change, new information, and dynamic environments. The key for you is to build variety into your life. Rotate your hobbies, break down large tasks into smaller, more exciting chunks, and seek out roles that offer a lot of new challenges. Don't fight your need for novelty. Feed it in healthy ways. If you rarely feel bored and can happily focus on one task for a long time, you're likely a deep-focused personality with a riverboat brain. You'll find your groove in consistency and depth. For you, the trick is to create an environment that allows you to dive deep without constant interruptions. Protect your focus time, choose projects that let you become an expert, and don't feel pressured to be a multitasking wizard. Your strength lies in your ability to go deep where others only skim the surface. The biggest mistake we make is trying to force our brain to be something it's not. Trying to make a race car sit quietly in a garage is just as frustrating as trying to make a riverboat win a speedboat race. It leads to burnout, frustration, and feeling like you're failing. The real secret to productivity and happiness is learning the unique rhythm your brain prefers. Once you understand whether you need novelty or consistency, you can start working with your brain instead of against it. You can design your work, your hobbies, and even your social life to match your neurological needs. For the novelty seekers, maybe it's about trying a new recipe every week, learning a new language, or taking on short-term, high-intensity projects. For the deep-focus types, it might mean dedicating weekends to a single passion project, creating distraction-free work blocks, or finding a community that shares your deep interest in a specific topic. So the next time you feel bored, don't beat yourself up. Listen to what your brain is telling you. Is it asking for a new adventure, or is it craving the peace to go deeper? Understanding your personal stimulation threshold is a superpower. It allows you to build a life that doesn't just look good on the outside, but feels good on the inside, because it's perfectly in sync with the way you're wired. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which type of brain you think you have, race car or riverboat. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into how your brain works. See you in the next one.